Right, we have got an issue with this door lock. Well, central locking. Let me just lock it a minute. So it's fine when you lock it, but when you unlock it, we get that horrific noise. I've been on eBay, I've tried to look for a replacement central locking motor, but there's so far I haven't found any. Rimmer Brothers have got some, but they're like nearly £200. So I'm going to see if I can mess with this one and get it working again. So I'll just put you down and we'll take this door card off and see what's going on. Okay, so according to the Haynes manual, I've unplugged the, right, so that's a 3-pin plug. I've unplugged that from there. I've undone the nut there, and I'll have allowed the, you can see it, it's the glass channel to move out of the way. And I think we need to take this rod off here, and then we can take all them 3 out of there. So let's get this off first, and then we can get to the rod at the back of there. Right, so I've got this motor off, got it apart. I thought I'd just take all the bolts out and have a look inside it, see if there's anything I can fix. And I may have found the problem there. There's a tooth stripped out on that cog there, which might be why it's making that rapping noise. I'm guessing you can't buy one of those cogs. I'll have to look on the internet, see if I can find out. Right, welcome back. It's a Sunday, we're back on this ZR again. It's been probably, I don't know, 5 days. I've been struggling to find a replacement door lock, door actuator, whatever you want to call it, and I've had no luck. So I'm going to take this one back out, I'm going to take it inside, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So in order to get one of these out, you need to take this screw out here, unclip it from these. That one's broken, fortunately. Take out this 8mm bolt for the glass channel, because you need to move that out the way. And then you need to remove these 3 here, because it's just at the back there. You can't really see it because the channel's in the way. Unplug that and release it from all these gubbins here. So that comes out of there. Squeeze that from behind. I'll get that in a minute. I need 2 hands for this, just hang on. I've released that stupid thing there. Got the plug off. I've taken the screw out of there, so this should just pull out now. Like so. And then at the back there, see that little green clip? We just need to fold that round, he says. There, like so. Oops, I just lost my handle. Right, so that's that. And then unclip it from there, that's that. Need to do this bolt, 8mm bolt there, and then take these out. Right, I've done all these bolts out of here. I've done that one. And you should be able to see, if I do this, Where's it gone? Ah, there you go. That's the glass channel runner. You can see it lining up there. And you probably can't see from here, but you can see it moving out the way there. So now it's just a case of threading this down through here. Hang on, let's put you down somewhere. Right, can we see it? Yeah. Just there, there's a little red hook there for the driver's door rod. Need to release that red hook and then take that rod out, and then you can drop this out. So here we have our replacement on the left. Now this is from an MGTF because I couldn't find for love nor money a front left hand side one for a Mark II MGZR or Rover 25. Rimmer Brothers have got some, but they're like nearly £200 and I'm not spending that much. So what we're going to do is, we can see these two are exactly the same size, but the MGTF one is slightly different. It's got this bracket thing on. So I'm either going to take the internals out of this and put it in mine, or I'm going to take the top of this off and just swap them over basically, and swap the motor over, because this is on a 6-pin plug and mine is on a 3-pin plug. So we'll open all this up, and we'll open all that up, and we'll have a look at the two. Right, these two are now stripped. So the left hand side one here is the TF one. And obviously the plug's different. It's got this extra bit here. Must be something to do with the central lock-in for the TF, I don't know. We've got this extra white plastic bit there. Mine doesn't have that, but we can see where mine's failed. If I take out this thing there, see that little peg there? That peg should be attached there, and it's broke off, and that's why it's stripped one of the teeth on there. So if we come over to the TF one, and we take this out, see that it's still got the peg on it, and the teeth are intact on that. And I'm pretty sure that's a cast bit of plastic that's not replaceable, so I can't switch the one from that to that. So what I'm going to do is just take out these bits that I don't need off this one, and then put my cap onto that one along with my motor. Right, that's all the parts swapped over. I've took my motor off my old one, put it in here with the correct 3-pin plug, and I've took out bits that I don't need. Let's get it put back in car. Fingers crossed this all should work. Oh, what a nightmare this has been. I've had this lock motor thing out about, I don't know, 3 times now. You have to get the internals lined up, otherwise it deadlocks itself for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, I've plugged it in and tested it before I locked the car this time. So let's try make sure this is all right. Locked. Unlocked. Locked. Unlocked. Oh, thank God. It works. Hello, right then, I'm just done with editing this video, and there was something I wanted to point out which I forgot to mention in the video. If I just spin you round. So, if you ever find yourself deadlocked out of your car, the interior handle doesn't work, and the central locking's not working either, you'll have to get the door card off somehow, and then you'll have to undo that 8mm bolt and push aside the channel glass runner, and then somehow reach your hand in, and you see this little white lever here. You need to reach your hand in or get a flat bladed screwdriver and push that little white clip up, and that should release the deadlock, get you back into your car. Failing that, you're going to have to smash this to bits with a hammer, but that's what I read on the forums. But when it did it to me, I just pushed that up, pressed the unlock button, and then I managed to get back into my car. So yeah, that's it for this video. It's now, what day are we on? 17th of December, so it's unlikely I'll probably get another video out before Christmas hits, Christmas Day and New Year. So if you don't see me before then, have a good Christmas everybody, and a good New Year, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.